Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkAstonVilla here, back for the first match review of the 16-17 championship season. Sheffield Wednesday won, Aston Villa nil. Yeah, we've continued that losing trend, I see. But no, seriously, a lot of positives, and I'll get into them in a minute. Just to lose the game like that, like, piss off. Seriously, I want to rip into Galini so bad right now, but honestly, he had a class game. He did very well. Aside from that spoof of a kick, which honestly, when it happened, I don't know why I had this feeling of when that was going back to him, I was like, oh, this is a Guzan moment, isn't it? I just had that bad feeling. And having Guzan as your keeper last season gives you that insecurity. Fair enough. Just to lose it like that when we deserved a point. Both teams deserved a point, and that was it. It deserved to be 0-0. Both keepers were decent. Delaney had more shots and more saves, so therefore it was probably better. We had one or two chances that had a chance to go in. Same with them, mainly through Forestieri for Wednesday, and just fuck. I mean, it sucks. It sucks 100%. But what can you do? Rome wasn't built in the day. The window's still open. We have a chance to buy more players because we look light as hell in the midfield. Gary Gardner should be a right center mid or a left center mid, not directly in the middle, unless you're playing two in the middle, not three. Definitely, because he committed so many pointless fouls. Arguably could have been sent off if that was the Premier League with a few of those challenges, and then continuously fouling again. But same goes for Wednesday. I don't know how Hutchinson was on the pitch the whole time. I mean, but that's the championship for you. That is the refereeing. The lower you get down, it's just the reality of it, and we have to deal with it and suck it up. Getting into the game, I guess in the first half, I mean, there wasn't really much. I mean, Wednesday were dominating. They had possession. We had a few chances going up the pitch. Man of the match, I'm going to give it to Jordan Ayew, 100%. Mainly reason I say that is because there's two instances going down the left side of the pitch, if I can breathe, where he literally just bulldozed through players. I think he took two or three players on, just ran all by them. Poor decision making with the first chance. The second one obviously got deflected out. I think it was for a corner or a throw in. But he looked very lively, and I think he could easily walk this league if he's put up top. Just saying. McCormack, on the other hand, fairly quiet. I'm not gonna. Some fans going into meltdown on Twitter. I saw earlier saying, why doesn't he score? Blah blah blah. You have to remember he's only really been in training. He doesn't have that much in match like fitness and playing time, and that really plays into it. You could be the fittest person in the world if you don't have a lot of game time under your belt. You're still useless. You have to be match sharp as well, and I think that's where it came in. And of course, he had that glorious chance that just got deflected back for a corner, um, which could have been honestly the winner, because who knows? Or in this case, could have been a draw. It's frustrating. Getting into the second half, I think there was one stat where Wednesday had 70% possession. We had 30. It's tough to do something with the ball when you only have 30%, but we slowly grew into the game after the 50th minute. 100%. I mean, we looked like the more livelier team, and I think in the first 50 minutes, definitely, it just didn't look like we had an identity. It was the same old hoofing at the ball. There's no pattern of play or a lot of pace to us. Just really Ayew running down the wing, trying to keep chances. Same with McCormack. Instead of looking kind of lost with a few chances that he tried to create for himself. But Kuna had a decent game, but we grew into it. And I think the one thing that speaks to me about this game is the fullbacks. Why Sissoko is starting over Bennett, who is tailored to this league, and I don't think we would have had as many problems down the left. I don't know. Same thing with why Alan Hutton's playing. I understand questions. Will Mika Richards even be at Villa by the end of August, or the end of the transfer window, I should say? Who knows? I think that's the other thing to call into question, definitely. But it's hard to say. I mean, fullbacks is something we have to assess. Some in the middle of the park, we have to assess. And I mean, up top, it was starting to click later as the game got later and later on. So that's good to see there. From a Wednesday perspective, Forestieri is their best player. I believe he scored the goal. If I'm stupid, I'm forgetting that, but whatever. Um, Definitely their best player. They themselves too looked a little questionable in the middle, but we have to remember this is the first game for both teams. They were feeling each other out. That's what it looked like for most of the game. Um, and it sucks, but we go again. There's a lot of football in the championship. There's a lot of games coming up, and we just go again. We put ourselves forward. We buy some players, get rid of any more drops that we have, and we keep going because no one is going to go undefeated in this league. Newcastle weren't ever. I don't know who would even predict that because I know people actually probably bet on that. But we go again. We see what happens. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the match. Who do you think was your man of the match? Like I said earlier, mine was Jordan Ayew, 100%. Besides his defending down the left, which he's not made for, definitely. Yeah, so your man of the match, let me know what's going on and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, peace out.